This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Thursday Night Football is on, and it's only on Prime Video. This week, it's an old-school rivalry as the Las Vegas Raiders collide with the Denver Broncos. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with football's best party, TNF Tonight, presented by Verizon. Not a Prime member? Not a problem. Simply sign up for a 30-day free trial. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime Video. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
Y'all, and welcome to another episode of the Millennial Management Podcast. I am your host, Brandy, the Millennial Manager, and it is Monday, bitch, if you are inside of Patreon. If you are outside of Patreon, ho, it's Wednesday. Either way, I hope you are having a good ass day. Today, y'all, since we did that video the other day and I put what the email is for people to email, we got a lot of motherfucking emails to get through. Okay, so I'm going to try and hit like 4 today. So let's get to it, bitch. All right, our first email says, "Hey, Brandy. Hey, girl. Hope you are having a good ass motherfucking day. All right. I have faith that you can lead me in the right direction as far as what I should do about this job. My name is Betty," because we don't release our motherfucking names in here. "I'm 30 years old and I have 4 kids, period. I'm currently working for a home care company that just opened in February of this year. Now, for the first 2 months, I worked under the table. Oh, hell no, bitch, taxes. That's all I could think about. My schedule since starting in is Friday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. Considering I started working in the summer with kids out of school, it was perfect. The job is relatively laid back. Sometimes I do pick up extra shifts when she is out of town. And doing all of this, I haven't been getting paid overtime. Oh, hell no. My check has been 96 hours at a point and paid at my normal rate. Oh my God, tongue tied, y'all. Excuse that. Also, she has canceled my shifts a handful of times and not compensated me for it. There also is no holiday pay. Now I'm torn between keeping this laid back, black owned. Oh, hell nah, bitch. I'm not even gonna read the rest of this shit. Get your motherfucking money, girl. You like, if you work at 96 hours, you are missing out on 16 fucking hours of overtime pay, bitch. Like, I understand the job is laid back, but at the end of the day, she's costing you more money. You're not able to really make the money you should be making because she's not fucking paying you right. I understand you want to support a black business, but girl, at what fucking cost? Hell to the fuck no. Okay? Deontay Kyle did a video maybe a few months ago, probably almost a year at this point. But the video was about how there are just some businesses in the black community that target black people to pimp us out. And this sounds like what the fuck is going on. She is pimping you. Okay? Do you want to keep being her hoe? I hope the answer is hell to the fuck no. I'm not even finna read the rest of this because there is no option. Get you another motherfucking job that's actually going to pay you right. Because what the hell? Like, no, you can find these hours anywhere. Don't nobody want to work the fucking weekend. The weekend is prime time. Okay? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and sit your motherfucking ass home Monday through Thursday. You can find something else and get paid the right way. No, bitch. No. Because you said, I'm going to add this other part. I said I wasn't going to read no more, but I'm going to add this other part. Might I add, I'm struggling and living paycheck to paycheck just to provide and pay my bills. Hell to the fuck no. Do you understand me, bitch? Find you another motherfucking job. No, she's costing you money. No. Hell no. Oh, don't ever put yourself in no fucking situation where you are struggling to pay your bills and you have other options on the table, but for the sake of whatever the fuck type of allegiance that you have to this motherfucker. There is no loyalty when money is on the table. Do you hear me? There is no fucking allegiance. If money is involved and money is exchanging hands, there is no fucking loyalty. If she was loyal to you, you would have been getting fucking paid the right way. Like, what the fuck? This is like an easy equation. We got to stop. Like, I want us to stop today. Because we don't have to just accept any fucking thing. No. Hell fucking no. Find you something else. No. Hell no. Girl, I'm so fucking irritated right now. Let's go to the next fucking email. Hey, Brandy. Hey, boo. Hey, child. Because damn. I quit a job that had mentally and emotionally drained me. I quit while I was on FMLA, only to take another job and be fired right after my 90 days was up. The manager told me I was the best employee that she ever had, but I had upset her manager by telling her I didn't mean to step on her daughter's toes instead of saying her name. You read that right. I was working within a mother-daughter dynamic, oh my God, that I wasn't made aware of until after my first 30 days. I was totally blindsided when fired. And now I have been unemployed for 3 months, and I know I have PTSD. Is it approximate? I think you meant appropriate because you put approximate to tell job prospects that I had to take a mental break. Listen, that job does not fucking exist. Okay, you were on sabbatical. You were out due to a procedure, whatever the fuck you want to say. You was taking care of a family member that has now died. That job did not exist. Okay, do you understand what I'm telling you? Say yes. Thank you. You did not work at this motherfucking job. You got fired within the 90 days. Move on. This job don't exist. You are on sabbatical. You taking care of somebody that done passed away. My aunt had a rare form of whatever, and she has passed. And she didn't have any children to be able to take care of her. Okay? She wasn't married. So I took that time off. Decided to resign from my position so that I could take care of my aunt, and she is no longer with us. Okay, whatever you got to say, that don't exist anymore. Okay, this mother-daughter dynamic is very inappropriate that they did not communicate that. I hate that they did not tell you up front, hey, there's family here, because I work in a family environment, and I tell people when they start with me, I'm like, hey, this is a family-owned business, okay? The doctors are related in either by marriage or they're related by sibling, whatever, however, okay? One of my administrators is also a sibling, so I let people know that. Now, in my job, they don't even act like they're fucking related. It's amazing, and you get lucky when you have a situation like that, but that is not the case for everybody else. In some situations, they are very much family in that bitch, and they will let you know that they're motherfucking family, and there is an allegiance to the family, okay? And you feel like an outsider. And I'm going to tell you, it's probably in your best interest that shit ended, because if you would have went down further in this job, I guarantee you that you would have had a terrible experience. If this is what the first 90 days consisted of, I could only fucking imagine what would have happened if you would have been at that company for a year or two. So at this point, this job did not happen. I know you have PTSD, but you're going to have to let that go. Okay? Call your therapist. You need to sit down and talk it out with your therapist, but don't let that hold you back. This job does not fucking exist. It did not happen. Okay? Thank you very much. Right, on to our next email. This one says, hello, Brandy. Hey, girl. I love your content. I am reaching out as a small business owner of an entry-level healthcare training school. We instruct CNAs, phlebotomy, EKG technicians, period. I love that. Okay, getting the people in trade. I love that. I'm also the program coordinator and primary instructor for our programs. My issue is with a current instructor who has been with us for a year and 6 months. I've received substantial complaints, written and verbal, about the instructor. I have met with, mentored, but the performance has not improved. The instructors' unprofessionalism having a direct impact on student satisfaction and the culture of our school. At this point, am I within the right to terminate? Thank you, a frustrated business owner. Yes, because they're not meeting expectations. So yes, you are within your right to terminate the employee. However, I hope that you have documented evidence that you have received.
Whenever I need to send roses that are guaranteed to make someone's day, the only place I trust is 1-800-Flowers.com. With 1-800-Flowers, my friends and family always receive stunning, high-quality bouquets that they absolutely love. Right now, when you buy a dozen multicolored roses, 1-800-Flowers will double your bouquet to 2 dozen roses. To claim this special double roses offer, go to 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO.
Thursday Night Football is on, and it's only on Prime Video. This week, it's an old-school rivalry as the Las Vegas Raiders collide with the Denver Broncos. It's going to be a showdown with the Raiders versus Broncos at Mile High Stadium. This game's going to show you what football is all about. Rivalries, breakout stars, and the kind of intensity that will remind you of why we all love the game. Can the Las Vegas Raiders find a way to stop the Denver Broncos offense, which is one of the most dynamic ones in the NFL? Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with football's best party, TNF Tonight, presented by Verizon. Not a Prime member? Not a problem. Simply sign up for a 30-day free trial. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime Video. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like Aloe or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and, for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. With Shop Pay, that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales happening. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whatever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Receive complaints about the behavior or overall experience that students have had with this employee, number one. Number two, that you have documented evidence that you have spoken to this person and you have tried to mediate, you have tried to retrain, you have tried to do coaching, you put them on, a 90-day, whatever your culture or your company's culture experience is for when when employees are not meeting qualifications, right? Whatever that process is, and you set your own. There's no legal guide to it. But the issue that you're going to have is if it's not documented. That's where I don't want you to run into a problem. Make sure that you have documented proof that these conversations have happened, that the employee has been placed on coaching, that there have been scenarios given where students have communicated their unhappiness with this instructor. So make sure that you have those things compiled. It is in their file, documented, so that when it's time for you or whenever you decide to end their employment, you can move forward. Also, I don't know if y'all use contracts for your instructors. A lot of schools use contracts, and just like in public school, they decide whether or not your contract is going to be renewed every year. So instead of just giving this person like a continual position, maybe you should start with contracts until people are with the organization for a certain amount of time. Then that's when they have, I guess, what it could be seen as like tenured, but it's a continued employment status instead of going year by year for instructors. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. But just make sure you have documented evidence, and also maybe you need to rethink the way that you are hiring instructors instead of giving them the job right out. make it by contract. Okay. Each year we review your contract. We review the success of your students. We review your experience that students have with you. We review all of those things and we decide if we want to move forward with you as a salaried employee or whatever that is. So I would look into that and see whether or not you have that documented information available to move forward with termination. But please make sure you have documentation. Right. In our last email for today's episode, it says, what steps should I take if I didn't get the job I interviewed for? I was told the interview scores for me and another candidate were so close, like splitting hairs, that the hiring manager allowed HR to make the decision. How do I approach HR if I'm not offered the job? Will HR show me the interview panel scores for my interview and the other candidate? I'm not sure how to proceed or find the truth if I'm not offered the job. I've been at my job for 13 years and moved up ranks, and now a vacancy is open and someone who is referred get the job over me. I am thankful for any advice, Betty. Betty, you can't make them motherfuckers get you the job, girl. Okay? If the test scores were that close, someone had to make a decision. It's not a sure thing that you're going to get the job. And when you are applying for positions, there may be other people who are better suited, whether you've been at this job for a long time or not. Okay? They don't have to show you anything. You did not get the job. And when the next round comes, apply. And if you get turned away at that time, then maybe you want to seek, outside employment. Maybe you've kind of ran your course inside of this organization as far as moving up ranks. But you're not required, or they are not required to share anything with you. They don't have to show you any panel scores. No, they won't do that. They're not going to. They're not going to go over the other candidates' responses or anything like that. You just did not get the job. You're not going to find out any other truth. The truth is you did not get it. And so now when another opportunity comes around, you can decide if you want to apply. But I also would not make a big fuss about this because you did not get a job, when in reality, that just probably wasn't meant for you. And when another opportunity comes, maybe that one is. If it's not, then maybe it's time for you to move on. But trying to search for all these answers that you're not going to get, and really is going to actually look like you can't just accept that you are not the chosen person, that's how it's going to look. And it's going to look bad. It's going to look like I'm a child and I want all the things. I want all the toys and I want all the information. When in reality, they don't have to give you that. You just were not selected for the position and you have to move on from that. Okay? I know that is a hard thing to hear because a lot of people search for answers like, I want to know this and what was the difference between me and this person, because you want to not make these same mistakes again. But at the end of the day, they can't really tell you anything and they really don't have to. Like, just because you've been there for a long time does not get you the guarantee. I think that's also the part that is pissing you off, is the fact that this is somebody who was referred for the job versus you who has been at this company for 13 years. And now you're looking to move up again and it's not happening for you. And that's just sometimes how the cookie crumbles. And we have to accept what is. Okay, bitch? Okay. Y'all have a good ass motherfucking day. Patreon, thank you so much for continuing to support the podcast. Everybody else, I hope y'all have a good ass day. Please make sure y'all are telling everybody that you know about this podcast. Rate the podcast. Give us a 5-star. Give us 4 stars. Tell me how much you enjoyed listening to the email episodes. And if there's also a specific topic that you would like to discuss, please send them over to the mill managementpod@gmail.com. And y'all can also send your emails there. So if you want to ask a question, if you have a concern, put it in the fucking email. Okay, home? All right. Y'all have a good ass day, bitch. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.